By the 1890s, the United States, with its vast territory, immense wealth, and 65 million people, was conscious of its place as one of the world's greatest powers. Cuba, just 100 miles south of the US, was still under Spanish control, but heavily influenced by American interests. When the US and Spain clashed, Cuba narrowly avoided becoming part of the US, though it sacrificed much of its freedom. Throughout the 19th century, the US and Cuba became deeply entwined. American businesses controlled Cuban plantations, mines, and ranches, while 87% of Cuba's exports went to the US. In 1894, the Wilson-Gorman tariff devastated Cuba's sugar industry, triggering an economic crisis and rebellion against Spanish rule. The Cuban rebellion gained widespread support in the US, especially after Spain's brutal response led to the deaths of 100,000 Cubans. Despite President McKinley's reluctance, pressure mounted for US intervention. The explosion of the USS Maine in Havana Harbor in 1898 became the catalyst for the Spanish-American War. The war was brief, with the US seizing Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Philippines. The Teller Amendment prevented the US from annexing Cuba, but a military government was established to oversee its transition to independence. However, the US retained significant control, including the right to intervene in Cuban affairs and control of Guantanamo Bay. Cuba's independence in 1902 came with the Platt Amendment, which made it a de facto US dependency. While Cuba remained independent, the US secured economic and political dominance, shaping its future for decades.